Hey everyone, it's Angel again. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to work in my junk journal, my silly book junk journal. This is probably going to be the last time I work in it for a really long time. I kind of just want to put it away for a while. You know, there's still a lot of space left in here to work. I mean, I've got a lot of unfinished projects in here and all that, but I just think that, I don't know, I kind of need a fresh start. I had planned to do a flip through of it, but I kind of feel weird about doing a flip through since I did one a while back ago, and I feel that this is the page I worked on camera. This was the this collage I had so much issues with. But now that there's been some time, I actually kind of like it. And then I did this, I think that same day or the next day. But anyway, let me just find a page to work on. I think I want to work on this page. But I kind of want to do something that's kind of funny. Where's my little, here it is. It's about this angry possum. So this is a children's book called Spring is Here that I got a couple weeks ago at an estate sale that I brought you guys to. And when I was doing the haul the next day after I went back to go get more stuff, I opened this book to this page and it made me laugh because that possum just, I mean, she looks like a vampire possum, you know. But I just think it's funny because a couple days later, after I got this, and I knew that I wanted to do you know, a page dedicated to this image. My neighbor, I was outside with my dogs, and my neighbor knocked on the gate, you know, my back gate, and told me that she'd been seeing a possum in her backyard, and her backyard is really like overgrown and like woodsy, and so she just wanted to let me know, like, you know, there's a possum back there, so you might not, you know, you might want to just be careful with your dogs, or you might not want to let them out at night or whatever. And I was like, you know, those are Jack Russells. I'm not worried about, you know, any animal. They're not going to worry about it. They're going to chase that thing away. So, you know, I wouldn't want a possum or my dogs to get harmed, but I'm not really worried about my dogs. But she was like, well, it's kind of an angry possum because I'm pretty sure she has babies. And that was the first thing I thought of, you know. I haven't seen it or heard it. I don't think my dogs have seen it. I think maybe it already passed through. But I just thought that was really funny. So I'm going to get out some paint. Because I want it to be nighttime. I don't have any dark greens. I may have to mix a green. But let me just get some paint down on here. I don't even have, I forgot to get some water. And I don't know what I did with my brushes, my acrylic brushes. So yeah, so I'm just gonna get some paint down. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't have a plan. Usually I kind of have like a plan, but I don't have a plan today. That's a good night color. So I want it to be nighttime. Yeah. So just hang out with me, guys, while I do this, because that's what my channel's all about. We hang out, we talk about art and crafting and things that we like. Or we, meaning really me, because basically, I mean, if you really think about it, I'm talking to myself. But if you watch my channel, you know, I'm talking to you. So yeah, I should have got some wax paper. I'm so unprepared, you know? I really love filming YouTube, channels for YouTube, and being on YouTube because I like being part of this art community, but I still don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm just, I just want to make like a kind of a wild looking, which is why I'm making my brush strokes so like, wild, and I want it to look like, kind of scary. Kind of scary, but like in a cute way, Because I want to create like a little world for our little mommy possum, So yeah, if you want to see a flip through of this this junk journal, I'm happy to do one. I just don't think that I really haven't made anything wonderful in here since the last flip through that I did, Maybe I'll do the whole thing blue. I was planning to make the bottom kind of green so that it would look, kind of like, like foresty, but maybe I'll just, so I'm just priming this with blue so that I can put some color down. And I kind of want to put some stars, and I used up all my stars, so okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to punch out a bunch of stars with this little mini baby punch. I think I got this at Tuesday morning for like 99 cents, but I'm gonna punch out a bunch of stars, let this dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been a couple hours now, and took the dogs for a walk, did a bunch of stuff I needed to do. Everything's dry now, and I kind of wanted to see, I don't know if this paint is gonna come out the same, but just for the sake of knowing, this is a different color. Craft Smart Navy. I got it like in the, like the, because it wasn't $1, I think it was like $3, but I got it at the checkout area, like the, like the $1.50, $3 kind of spot at Michael's, and it came in a pack. But I don't know, I just wanted to see if it was as going to be similar to the acrylic paint, the Phthalo Blue Delta Creative Cream Coat. I just wanted to see if it was the same. I feel like I want to add some watered down black, just to make it a little bit, just to make it a little bit darker. Finding that I've been attracted to darker colors lately, which is not normal for me. I usually like, subdued, subtle colors, which is why I love watercolor so much. Because as brilliant, and as pretty and transparent as they are, I can be as light-handed as I want to. And yeah, so okay. So good. And so I punched out all of these little stars, and I'm just gonna glue them down, and I will speed that up. where do I go from here now? I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out so that I can figure out what else I'm gonna do with this. So I'm not gonna do that on camera because, you know, that'll take a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I wanna put a few more stars down. I don't know, just because I think it would be pretty. So just gonna put some paint on my little tag that I've been using as a little palette, and just get some, you know, some little star shapes. This is a starry night, y'all. I don't get to see that many stars here because I live so close to, you know, Love Field Airport, and there's a lot of, like, you know, lights for the airplanes, and I miss that. When I was living in Florida, I saw the moon, like, you know, I used to see the moon rise over the ocean every night, and look up and see the stars, and I didn't know all the constellations, but I knew a couple. My favorite one was Orion because I think that was the first one that I learned. Okay, so I cut this out. Oh, and I just got paint all over her, but that's okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I want like a bunch of trees. So let me figure out what I'm gonna do and I'll be back. I know for sure that I want some trees. Just going through one of my Golden Book encyclopedias, and look what I found. Some more possums. Some more mommy and babies, and it was under the pouched mammals section with the kangaroos and stuff. Yeah, and they're called opossums in here, but we just call them possums, you know. I mean, I just do. I've always called them possums. I know that, you know, they're called opossums too, but I kind of forgot. So I'm just going to cut this out. Maybe I'm gonna leave that like that. I want some trees, but I feel like I ought to get this down first and then I'll worry about trees. I just don't know where I'm gonna put her and her babies. I don't know how I'm gonna fit them all. I guess I can do it like that. I don't like to have things that move off the page, but oh, okay, well here, okay, good. I'll do this. Okay. Awesome possum. Where's my, okay. So I'm going to use Mod Podge and I'm going to speed this part up. Or, well, no, let's chat while I do this, y'all. It's been a while since I did like a, you know, like a real-time kind of video. I mean, I just filmed one actually yesterday. It should be up by now, by the time this video goes up. But I don't know if I mentioned this already before, but I would really like to do both, you know, speed up kind of process videos and real time. I actually prefer doing real time videos because they're easier to edit, and I actually prefer watching them a lot more than the sped. I mean, I will watch a sped up video, and I do watch a lot of them, especially at night, when I kind of don't really want to process too much, like chit chat, because I'm trying to relax. But it's just easier for me at nighttime if I feel like filming to do it that way, because it's just like, you know, it's loud in here at night. So yeah. Okay, so I left the bottom part kind of, you know, unfinished because I wanted to either draw in some trees or draw in some grass. Let's see what we can do about grass. I don't really have a lot of good greens. Well, before I do that though, I wanna glue that down. I actually like that a lot. Happy I found it. Before I get to painting, I'm not even sure if I'm really want to paint or not. I don't know, I wanted to work in this book today, my silly book today. I don't really find myself, you know, working in it a whole lot. Well, and I've been in, you know, I've been in like watercolor la la land lately, which is a good place to be, which is where I love to spend my time. I kind of needed a break from junk journaling. I mean, I didn't really need a break. I just, I kind of wasn't sure about where to go next. I didn't have block. I mean, I'm always full of ideas. I just didn't know where I was going to go next. So yeah, I think I do want to paint. Continuing to use my little tag. Let's get out my greens. I'm not really a big fan of the greens that I have, but just try a few, see if we like it. I'm gonna mix some of this blue with that phthalo green. I really don't like that phthalo green at all. One tip that actually my watercolor teacher used to always say, like, you know, you should always mix when you have like a tube green, you should always mix it with something, like mix it with a different color, like even if it's a complementary color, so that it looks more natural. Because the tube greens, like this green right here, let's just like that doesn't look like a green you see in nature. I mean, that definitely looks manufactured. So yeah, who is that growling? Oh, mouse. It's kind of stormy, and Mouser's a little bit scared, so he's hiding underneath me. So, oh, I don't know if I like that. Maybe just some grass. Let's just do grass. I don't really know if I like these colors for trees. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I even want trees anymore. Maybe I just want grass, I don't know. Okay. So maybe I need to put some bugs, some insects here. How about this Luna moth? I'm kind of saving that Luna moth for something. I actually want to paint a Luna moth. I've only ever seen a few before in person. Got these butterflies. I kind of want some nighttime like bugs. Maybe some food for our possums. You know? A mother's gotta eat, right? Milkweed bugs. Ooh, those are gross. Look at that. Just looking at that makes me itchy. Yuck. I'm not kidding. Cicadas. No, I want like something that looks like it would be like flying around at night. Oh, maybe some beetles. Huh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut out these beetles and then I'll be right back. Okay, well actually I was gonna do it on camera, off camera, but I'll just do it. I'll do it on camera, y'all. I'm not gonna cut all that out anyway, that's impossible. But let's just get a few bugs, and according to my my little golden book insect field guide, these are called horn beetles. Okay. Where are we gonna put our bugs? I don't know where we're gonna put our bugs. I kind of want this June beetle, but I may just save that. I think I'm gonna save that for another project. So we have a couple bugs, and oh, here's a part of that page. So let's and they call it opossums in this. Like, I've just always called them possums, you know, without the O. But yeah, just always have. So, all right, so let's put that there. Right, so I want that lower. Yeah, there we go. Mother and baby opossums climb about in the trees, and maybe I should just add a little bit of, yeah, I hope I hope you weren't, you know, hoping this was gonna be like this video was going to be something serious. Because if you did, then I've disappointed you. Because this is my silly book. Like, I'm not trying to like make anything serious. I mean, nothing that I do really is too serious. If it starts to feel like work, you know, and starts to make me feel like, oh, I'm doing this wrong or I'm not doing this right, then I would totally lose interest and I wouldn't, you know, even do it anymore. This is just for me to like, you know, let my mind wander and kind of like, you know, when you're a little kid and you're coloring or you're just gluing and cutting things out. Like that's what the freedom of a silly book for me is all about. Just going back to that little childlike place, you know? Where do I go from here now? I think so I think now I'm just gonna use some distress ink on my my little cutouts here, and I may even be done. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Probably didn't even really need to edge these, just because you know, the background is already so dark. The edging is not even really going to show up, I guess, but let's put I kind of like the beetle there. Or do I like it here? No, I kind of like it there, actually. I don't know if I want it this way or that way. This beetle, I like it. Do I want it down here? Or up here? I know these beetles don't fly, I don't think. But, you know, this is just... Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this wherever it goes. You know, wherever it just kind of lands. I feel like, you know, I'm thinking too much, you know. I think that's the reason why I feel like I need to get away from this book a little bit, because I'm thinking way too much. And so, okay. So while the rest of that paint is drying, I think what I want to do is just swirl these paints around on my tag. I really don't like that. I really do not like that phthalo green. I am not liking it at all. Okay. So I don't really know where to go from here, y'all. Like, you know, I don't know. I usually have a little bit more of a plan, but I don't seem to have a plan today. You know? I feel a little lost. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. Let's put some paint down here and just kind of swirl it around. Okay, well that's doing something for me. It's kind of, I don't know, giving a little bit of interest to that part. I want to just darken up that edge. What else, y'all? What else? All right, let me take a break. I think I need to walk away. I'm gonna take a break and then I'll be back and see what else I can do. I mean, I'm liking where I am so far. I just don't know where to go from here.